Hi, this is a quick video to show you how you can teach or train ChatGPT to talk in your voice, your language, as it were, so that when you are getting outputs from ChatGPT, they seem a lot more authentic and they aren't obviously ChatGPT, because we can see some of the posts on ChatGPT on social media that blatantly look like they have been created by AI. So let me share my screen for you. So I am actually using ChatGPT as the system. So there are two ways that you can do this. So let's just ignore this prompt here for the minute. I'm using my husband's ChatGPT just to show you. So you can click here on the bottom left-hand side, go to Customize ChatGPT, and you can put some information in about you. Now, it's got some thought starters there, but if you're using it mainly for business, tell it about your business. Tell it about what your business does. Tell it about the problems that it solves. Tell it about your ideal clients. You've got 1,500 characters there. So really go into as much detail as possible. Now, I have done this on my husband's ChatGPT. Now, my husband is not much of a writer, which is why he uses ChatGPT for his business, because he's really, really good at websites, but he's not good at copywriting, and that's absolutely fine. So he's putting a bit of information about himself, saying that his personal posts tend to be full of spelling mistakes. People say that he's funny. So I've put in a bit of information about him. But then it says, how would you like ChatGPT to respond? So what outputs would you like? So, and again, it will give you the options here. It might suggest something. There you go. How formal should it be? How long? How short? What do you want it to do? So if you'd like ChatGPT to be casual, I'll be using it. This is what we're using it for, to write social media blogs, posts and blog posts. So we're going to need them to be under the 2,000 characters, whereas others will need to be over 300 words because it's a blog. I don't like the use of emojis. Now, that's one thing that you can normally spot on a ChatGPT post, is that it does like to put a lot of emojis in. So put in what you would like it to know there, and then you would click save. So it's got some information about you on there already. Now, I put this prompt in. So this was a brand new account for my husband. We opened a brand new ChatGPT account for him, because what you will find is, if you have got a ChatGPT account that you have been using for a while, all of the different things that you've asked it to do and all of the different outputs that it's got, it has taken what it calls memories from that. So what you can do is, if you haven't already, is go into settings, and then if you go into personalization, and you can see here memory, click on manage, and you can see here it has got some memories now about Daniel, because this is the information that we put in. So if you've already used ChatGPT before, what I would recommend is probably going in and checking those memories and making sure that those memories and that information that ChatGPT is right, that it's got about you. So then what we did next was we put, hi, I'm excited to use ChatGPT to help me with my business. We've put what it's going to be using it for, so that we can work well together and create the best content and that sounds like me. Please ask me a series of questions so that you can get to know who I am, what I do, who I work with, and anything else that you think would be helpful to know. So I loved it, addressed him as Daniel, but it asked then a load of questions. There's 18 questions that it wanted the answers to. So we've gone back and I've copied and pasted the questions, and I've gone in and I've put answers. And I've been quite honest in that answer. Like I say, Daniel doesn't write anything. He doesn't post on social media very often, particularly his personal one. So this is a hard one to answer, because he doesn't write. Now, what you could do, if you do write content a lot, if you've got posts that you are particularly proud of, what you can do is put all of those into a Word document and save it. And then on each of these, you have an attached file. You can upload that file to ChatGPT. So for this answer here, what we could have done is, how do you describe your tone of voice in writing? We could have put in the attached file, there are some posts that I have written that sound like me, that I'm particularly proud of, that sound like me. So ChatGPT would then read that information. But instead, because Dan's only done like a couple of posts, I put those in and put, this is the kind of post that he does write. So we went through and we answered all of those questions. ChatGPT responded. right, this is brilliant. We can work together. This is what we need to do. What would you like to start on? So could we start with a content calendar, please? I want to post every week and blog once a week. So it then maps out a simple content calendar. Brilliant. This is really, really great. We can absolutely use that. So it did week 4. And you could see that it got a bit less as the weeks went on. It tells you how to use it. Would you like me to draft some posts? Yeah, please. Let's draft all of the posts and all of the blogs. So then it drafts week 1 for you. So we have a look at week 1, and I've gone through it, and it's done a week 1 blog. And it's like, would you like me to move on to week 2? Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. So we've carried on all the way through that. But what I've done is there anything that you would like me to tweak? Yes. Could you actually make the blog post a little bit longer? Monday's week 2 post seems the same as the week 1. So all the time I'm feeding ChatGPT this information. So we've got a different revised week 2 post, longer blogs. I've asked how I can use these differently across the different social media platforms. Would you like me to refine with week 3 in mind? So yes, please refine those. And I just kept going. But what I liked about these was the more you put into ChatGPT, the more you get out of it. So ask, do you need to use hashtags? Brilliant. It will give you some hashtags. Let's jump into the posts. So then I go back and I say, this is great, but can you help me draft captions for Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn with hashtags? No emojis. Can you please also give me a visual idea for all of them as well? Because if you go back to week 1, I'm aware that I'm scrolling up and down a bit. If you go back to the very, very first thing that it popped out, it gave you a visual idea, a simple graphic. This is what you can type on it. So again, we are now training ChatGPT into what it is that we actually want. So yes, please, can I have visual ideas? This will take me up till the end of December. So it has given me everything that I've wanted it to do. So here is a caption for Instagram. Here is it with hashtags. Here is a different caption for Facebook and LinkedIn. And here is a visual idea for every single post that I've asked it to do. And then it asks you all the way through, is this okay? And yet, please, can we do the same? So you can see then that we have got all of the posts exactly as we like them. So I haven't done anything else with this. And the reason I haven't done anything else with this is because what we're going to do is we're going to try that on social media so that we can go back to ChatGPT and say, these were great. We've scheduled them on social media. These are the posts that perform particularly well. So as we go forward with this content, please, can you focus on more content like this? So again, you can either copy and paste the content in, or you can just do it into a Word document and add it as a little attachment. But the more you give ChatGPT to work with, the better it is the output that you're going to get out. What you're going to find is if you just type in something like, please, can you write me a social media about blah, 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 blah. If it doesn't know who you are, what you do, it's going to give you a very, very generic response. So the more information that you can give it, the better. Like I say, this is all on the free ChatGPT. You may find that every so often it will pop up saying you've run out of Pro. So just hold off until your Pro allowance comes back. But that is how you train ChatGPT to start talking more like you and less like an AI robot.